And then the final disrespect came in the fall of 2022, when after years of rumors of the possibility of him showing up in a Black Adam movie, the rumors spiked up again in September, a month and a half before the release of the movie, that maybe an 11th hour deal had been struck. And now that Walter Hamada was basically out of power, and now that he was not the man in charge of DC, and now that the new owners, David Zaslav, were looking for a brand new person to run DC, Dwayne Johnson and his team saw an opportunity. There's a power vacuum. There's nobody really calling the shots yet. So let me go to the people who were temporarily in charge, which are Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdy at Warner Brothers Pictures. And let's push this idea of we want to get a Henry Cavill Superman cameo added to the end of Black Adam so that we could tease a confrontation between Black Adam and Superman, and B, start getting a Man of Steel 2 into development. And it worked. For the first time in years, since there wasn't Walter Hamada there saying no, and there was this weird window of time where there was no one boss overseeing all of DC, Abdy and DeLuca said, sure, let's do it. Let's get Henry. And Henry was flown to Burbank, and he dyed his hair black, and he got the Man of Steel suit, and he shot a cameo for Black Adam, and he shot a cameo for The Flash, and I think he even shot another one. He got like $50,000 a pop for each one of these scenes that he shot in the suit that were going to be added into future DC movies. And when the movie came out, obviously the cat was out of the bag. You know, the Black Adam movie came out, and all of a sudden, the big thing everyone was talking about was not Black Adam. It was Superman. Henry Cavill's Superman showed up at the end, and that was the big headline. That was the big thing. And it kind of had to be. You know why? Because Black Adam was another failure. Black Adam was a box office bomb. Black Adam had a poor critical response. It was back to the doldrums of DCEU movies sucking again. All right. Say what you will about Walter Hamada's tenure as DC president, but the films were at least moderately well liked. They may not have had much box office success, but the people who saw Birds of Prey enjoyed Birds of Prey. Maybe not a lot of people saw Shazam, but the people who saw Shazam loved Shazam. And under Hamada's guidance, the DC movies had a certain level of goodness to them. And the Batman had come out earlier on in the year in 2022. So, you know, the bar had once again started getting rebuilt for DC on film. And yet, Black Adam was perceived to be a bad movie and wasn't seen by many people. And the big buzz wasn't on him, on Black Adam. It was on that little cameo, the 5 seconds that Henry Cavill got at the end of it. And once again, this meant that Henry's Superman was attached to a public failure.